the Durregard to kill our friends.
What?
As you guys are paddling over, we're gonna just assume that you guys are competent enough to row a boat on the non-turbulent waters of Loch Dineshire.
I want to roll for it, Justin. I want to see if I can fuck up real bad.
Sure, give it to me. Give me a vehicle check.
Okay, I'm not proficient in any of that. So what type of stat would it be?
I would wager it would be intelligence.
Awesome.
1 sec, let me open my Call of Cthulhu sheet and I'll give you a driving check.
I'm so good at boats.
69. As Fagin's
it.
pretty
A
quick to
perfect
pick up
roll.
that Lonzel is not helping. So Fagin begins to kind of just take the oar from Lonzel and keep it going normally.
I'll just be like, it's all right. It's okay.
Now,
As
is
you
this-
guys get closer to the island, Ennui, you kind of see in the vague, dimly lit gray shapes that your dark vision allows, that there are some figures in what looks like a tent on the beachy ice floe outside of these caves, as well as the fire that you are able to see as Lonzel described. As you get closer, the fire begins to burn brighter.
I'm going to, as we're approaching, just be like, Lonzel, did the apparition tell you anything about a camp?
No, that was a gimmick. I don't know if I was clear in conveying to you that I was making fun of the barge you entertained last night, while me and Fagin made the clever decision of returning to our rooms. I thought that was quite odd. Do I need to specify these things going forward?
I'm not one to pass up a bard performance. Like, you gotta learn. But your performance,
I'm just continuing to paddle through this whole conversation.
I'm gonna put a hand on Fagin's shoulder and be like, hold. Do you think they're camping? They're signaling.
If it were me and I were trapped without any of my supplies, I will like briefly lift Joanna's pack that I still have,
Yeah.
and I would perhaps need the fire to keep warm. Just saying.
Eric.
I haven't done anything. Sorry, please continue.
Okay.
Don't allow me to be a distraction.
Let's carry on then. Fagin makes an excellent point. Maybe it's a fire for warmth. I assumed they were captives still.
Just in case it's not a fire for warmth, I'm going to, with my spectral hands, like shoot a film out of darkness right in front of the boat. As it washes over everything that we pass through it, like the boat, everyone else in the boat, it just fades through them. But to me, it clings to my skin and makes that shadowy film that encases my body, and I'll
You
cast.
scare me.
I'll put false life on myself. Yeah.
As he appears to like fade into almost darkness, kind of, I will do the opposite, and I will make somebody that's still wrapped around me glow even brighter because he's my light source, and I'll just kind of like pulse it a little bit just for effect.
Banner, Jennifer, and Blair, you guys all see is this... Banner, you can see the boat, but you now see the boat, the other two, as it begins to pulse of a light floating towards you in the water.
Can we see the shape? Or is it
Not
just a
really. It's
light
still
at this
pretty
point?
far away.
Okay.
It's still like 100 feet away, so you can't see like great detail, especially in the dark, because the light's there, but not enough for you to see clearly.
When we get a little bit closer, I just want to use this and shout to the shore and be like, "Be you friendly?"
Under my breath, like not to him, but under my breath, I'll just be like, and somebody was concerned about there being danger.
I'm gonna...
You on the shore, Jennifer and Blair, you recognize the booming voice of Ennui carry across the water asking if you're friendly.
Yeah, those are ours,
thank
all right.
Goodness.
I put my
very
hand
red.
on Fagin's shoulder and I go, always. It's constant.
I just nod. Yep. Okay.
So
Yeah.
we will just assume that they can't answer because.
I didn't
We
think this
can't.
through.
But eventually the boat hits the ice floe. And you guys see that in the boat, now that somebody is so bright, that on the shore is Jennifer, Blair, and someone you do not recognize, a hooded tiefling. And then in the boat is Nocta, Ennui, Fagin, and Lonzel.
Who has whose gear? Who's holding our shit?
I have Joanna's.
I
And Ennui has yours.
am going
Hopefully,
to.
if he didn't leave it at the inn, what do I know?
Yeah,
I'm going to-
I gambled some Blair's equipment for a
tried
cut
to-
of that treasure.
He made a joke about trying to sell it, so.
Yeah.
I am going to run up to Fagin very quickly. As soon as they're like nearby, and be like, "Hi, thank you," and I'm gonna take Joanna's shit, and I'm gonna run her cold weather gear over to her.
Joanne
I will
is
follow after, just slowly. Sorry, go ahead, Eric.
Jennifer scrabbles into it immediately, just like she cannot be more excited for the pack than she is for the party, but it's almost. Is her sword and shield there as well?
Yeah, I decided to not be a jerk and get rid of your weapons.
We love you.
Thank
I mean, it doesn't
Man,
make sense.
that
The
would've been-
Dwerger
that'd be
definitely
cool.
would have gotten rid of your weapons, but then a little fairy landed on their shoulder being like, that wouldn't be fun.
It would have been fun for certain people, but not for others.
Yeah.
I own a lot of weapons.
Not anymore, you don't.
It'd be fun for two people, the DM and Lonzo.
And then I'm gonna just like put an arm on Fagin and be like, "Hi," and then I'm gonna run over to Ennui and I'm gonna get my shit back.
The people who have just made it, you guys can now see that this is a large cavernous system that the ice around has frozen, and it opens up into 3 entrances. 2 of them, these 2 are 30 feet up in the air. This one is 20. Oh, sorry, it opens up into 3. This one down here is 20 feet up in the air, as well as there is a frozen river that leads inside. As you guys are standing looking at the cavernous system, the wind comes in and out of it with a whistling howl that carries along the ice floe that you guys all stand on.
I'm gonna turn to him and be like, "How the hell did you guys find us?"
I'm honestly shocked.
Friend is quite the tracker, actually.
I
I'd
just
be remiss if I didn't compliment him for it.
thank you.
Ooh?
Very kind.
Oh, this is Banner. He found us randomly in an ice cave.
Banner
I mean,
saved our
it was
lives.
not randomly.
Banner saved our lives. He happened to see the Dwergar moving on the water and came to investigate. We had been left there to die either from the elements or from wolves which prowl these lands, this island. And he also gave us the supplies to stay warm.
I am very grateful to you for saving my love's life and the life of a friend.
I only... No problem.
Perhaps the 3 of you are in need of a ferry back to town.
I would appreciate a ride as well. As my boat has been taken or misplaced.
I'm gonna be like, is this your boat? And then I'm gonna look at Lonzel and be like, where did you get it?
Banner,
That is not my boat. My
Yeah,
boat
that's
is
not
very
your boat.
tiny.
There was a feral tiefling of some kind. I pushed him in the water and took his boat.
But I pushed
How
him very
fortuitous.
hard, so he drifted all the way to this island.
He said he was following Durgar and had to go that way, and I said no problem, and shoved him that way.
I'm
I presume the Dweger took my boat, and either it is in their possession now or sunk somewhere.
Do we know why they brought you here? What is on this island? What is this place?
Nothing. I think this is the reason they brought him here is that it'd probably be most likely that nobody would find them, and they would just die here to
But
the wolves or
Banner-
to the elements.
You did mention that you heard a person laughing deeper in the cave.
Maybe not a person, but a humanoid of some kind. I do not want to meet anybody who would be hanging out with these wolves.
well,
There
you know
were
what they
other-
say. Six
There
is
were other-
party, but seven's company.
So is it agreed that perhaps we should be going before said wolves find us?
It is
would be-
unlikely that they will come out. There is nothing out here for them to hunt or anything.
Well, let's count our blessings, return our friends, and count a new one among them.
The
I thought
boat
we were
holds
looking for
4
missing
people.
people.
Uh-oh, this is a math problem.
I thought we were looking into the missing people that came from the town. The fishermen.
Yeah.
If there's someone maniacally laughing in a cave not too far from the town, should we not investigate that?
Do
I
I
was
know anything
thinking-
about those, Justin?
No,
I
you
was
do not.
thinking the exact same thing, Lonzo.
To confirm the description of this cackling person, it doesn't sound anything like the cackling chasm that I heard last time, right?
The cackling chasm?
What?
You didn't hear the laughter.
No. Sorry, I just mean like the description that he gave.
No, because that was northwest.
Right.
So the lock is northeast, sorry, and the cackling chasm is southeast.
Southeast. Yeah. Okay, great.
There were other bones in the cave. It could have been fishermen.
I hear
cat.
something steadily approaching. Heavy footfalls.
Something vaguely French.
And incredibly obese.
James!
Yeah, I got it. Come here, buddy.
I mean, if you guys would like to check out the caves, your 2 missing members are well rested and now have their gear back. They are not in any peril as of now.
I don't see why not. We do need to we should find out if these people are alive or,
Bones.
Yeah.
Alive or bones?
Banner, would you join us at least for this? You know this island better, I think, than any of the rest of us. We'd appreciate your help.
I know of this island, and enough to avoid it.
That's more
Usually.
than we know, clearly.
But yes, I will. Since also you are my ride back now, I would not want to see you in any other danger for me to be stuck here longer.
And we'll share the reward with you as well if it turns out to be the people we had gone looking for. Of course.
I
I'm
would
gonna
appreciate.
I'm gonna sidle up to Lonzel, who I think I heard was the one who acquired the boat. And I'm just gonna turn and be like, so what was the plan with the teeny tiny boat that doesn't fit all of us?
Well,
Not that I don't appreciate you.
perhaps we'll find another boat with the laughing people in the caves. If not, we could do multiple trips. Or we could swim. You seem quite adept in the water.
I'll walk over and just be like, flirting with Lonzel now, are you?
teasing?
Well, I'm going to go over and give Nocta a hug.
Ah, hi, Jennifer.
Thank you for coming back to save us. We should talk sometime when there aren't laughing things in caves. I don't think you've had a chance to talk to someone yet.
Okay.
Sad.
So which cave was the laughing coming from?
The most northerly one, but as far as I know, they are all connected.
Look at how tiny we are on that map.
Oh my god, we're on this map?
We
Oh
are.
my god, we're on this map!
Mo.
Zoom, 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 zoom.
Those are definitely fishermen. Look how big the bones are. Only fishermen have bones that big.
Yeah, check
That's how
out.
you survive on the ocean.
Are there, is there anything that would leave a trail that I could look for people or movement other than these folks?
Everything in this area, the floors, the ceilings, are frozen over in ice.
Yeah,
So there
okay.
can be some scratching, but traversing through this area will be very difficult. Unless you have crampons.
Which we do.
Which I think all of us do.
Surely we do. And like, did they name Crampon before the other thing? Because that's way too close.
Yes.
Okay, perhaps we should head on up this ice wall here.
I'll go first. I'm feeling lucky today.
Hold on, where was the laughing coming from, Banner?
As
The
you say,
northernmost
Lonzel, I
cave.
will go first.
Oh no.
You
I will
suddenly,
roll for initiative.
you suddenly feel compelled by a greater force, perhaps the moon, perhaps the stars. Let's see turn order.
Hey, I'm not going first.
Neither am I.
Oh, Jesus, there's a lot of
This is
ones.
some awful fucking rolls.
Wow.
TPK. TPK.
Okay.
It just means that Joanna has time to go in, stupidly ignore suggestions that we should leave, and get cut off from the party, as is normal.
As is
Classic.
custom.
We're
Classic.
not gonna split the party. Even if we start to die, we're just gonna die together. Because that's how we win.
Yeah.
So we're not in combat right now, so turns are pretty loosey-goosey. Each square that you guys can move is 5 feet. I think it's 5 feet. Oh, there's a covered by the thing. Yeah. Ooh, sorry. Nah, you guys are good. So yeah, each square you can move is 5 feet. We can just assume you guys can you'll always, until we're in combat, be able to sprint for your movement, and then you can also do a normal action, if that sounds good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can we get a marching order, or do we have to do more like the loose initiative system?
We can do a marching order if you guys want to, so you can have we're gonna follow this person. That's totally
Yeah,
cool
so we don't
as well.
so we don't
This is
split
so
up and
cool.
when the combat starts, we're not in different corners of a room.
Blowing things up, or
Yeah.
having
Should we,
emotional talks with a robot.
let's
Whatever.
let's figure out what our marching system's gonna be.
Should-
What do we want to do?
Should
I
it
want to
be
be in the
like
front.
dark vision users front, middle, and back? So we're
I'll go up
Good.
front with Ennui.
I'll actually.
Being a hunter, I was gonna say I can go up front. I can easily see if there's any animals, maybe tracking us.
I like him. He's very wise.
How about a ranger in the front, ranger in the back?
Hey, who you calling a ranger?
No one, he's calling you a ranger.
Just don't call me a cleric now.
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it.
Yeah, me neither, to be completely honest.
What's
I think
a
this is coming from the same man who called me a thief.
what's a ranger?
I'm going to I'll fall
I'll
in
explain
line
later.
near the back, but I'm taking Blair with me to whisper sweet nothings into her ear while we walk.
Okay, can we climb up the wall? No problem.
Yeah, with your crampons and
Yeah.
your climbing gear, you're easily able to climb up.
Okay, I'm gonna be there.
I'll be beside you.
Oops.
Yeah, if we're gonna do a marching order,
next.
you guys can just like be with the group if you want.
Okay.
Excellent.
Somewhere back here.
Hey.
All right. So it's Lonzel and Banner up front, Joe, Nocta, and me in the middle, and Fagan and Blair in the rear.
Is that my light that's on?
Yes, I assume somebody is lit.
Yeah, just checking.
Everybody's lit.
Hey.
You guys, when you guys reach here, you hit a fork in the road. One goes up and to the left, one goes up and to the right.
Oop, split the party.
All right, so half of us go.
No, absolutely not. We're
No,
not
no,
doing
no.
it again.
Half of us are going to go back the way we came. No, a third of us are going to go back the way we came, and then the remaining group's going to split up. Three-way
Yes.
split.
That's
Can
very
I do a survival check to see, or nature, either one, to check to see if there's any tracks or anything going into either of these caves?
That would be a survival check, please.
Survival.
The thing that we're not going to be doing shortly.
Because of the way the ice kind of controls the pathways here, you're not able to get a good sense of movement within these caves.
Okay.
May I do a perception check to see if I can hear this laughing or anything going on?
Yeah, you can give me a perception check to hear if you hear anything. You don't hear anything of note. Just the wind moving in and out as if the cave itself was breathing.
The cave itself is breathing. That's foreshadowing.
I once knew a member of a certain group
No.
of adventurers who
No.
used to say that left was the right answer.
No.
When in doubt, choose the right.
But if you always bet left.
You'll be right to maybe 50% of
Do
the
I
time.
remember which way I heard the
No, you'll be
laughing
left, Blair.
originally?
It moved with the wind, so it kind of
Oh,
was just
it's right, you
moving
did
on
say
that,
that.
howling through with the wind as it exited the cavern.
I say we go left.
I support this decision.
I also support this decision.
I couldn't care less.
You couldn't care left?
Nocta just dives off the edge of the cliff.
This cave has otherwise empty, but on the northern wall, there are stick figure drawings carved into it beneath the ice.
Oh.
Somebody
Well,
with higher intelligence or
I was
wisdom
gonna
than
say,
me
that
want to
just-
look at it?
Begs for a knowledge history check. What history do I know about Icewind Dale?
You know very little about Icewind Dale, but due to your rich culture and class, you have seen a lot of art, and you're very quickly able to interpret art. And you can interpret the carvings, which show that a group of frost giants wading up a river to this cavern, which inside has hot springs in which they drown themselves.
Well, that's dark.
Does it say why they did that?
It does not say
They're
that.
drawings, man. It's not text.
Oh, you are telling us about these drawings, right?
Yeah. That's what my miming was.
That's what his miming was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great storytelling from Ennui.
Listen,
That
I'm not
is-
a bard, so.
That is disturbing.
Now, does it appear that they drown themselves, or that they are being drowned by, like, is it like
Well-
throw a maiden into the volcano kind of, like,
I was-
sacrifice?
Going to say most if you throw yourself into something, you're either compelled by otherworldly forces, I would assume, or perhaps some sort of religious or ritual sacrifice. Perhaps Lonzel, Blair, Fagan, Madame de Brace, you all seem to know Icewind Dale history quite well. Is there a
Maybe they just wanted to die warm.
Jennifer, were you so cold in the last 24 hours?
I'd probably
sorry.
jump. I'd jump in if I found it.
I'm so sorry.
I would
Well,
jump
I take-
rope?
I believe we will find it. Please do not jump in.
I take the moment to. I don't know if I can do. Probably can do this. To cast Druid craft on Joe. Jennifer, gonna get there eventually.
Eventually.
To make just like a warm puff of wind blow past.
Like a fart right next to
like a breath. Jennifer draws her
General
sword.
direction.
Yeah.
Jennifer draws her sword and is going to look around to see where this breath came from, checking on the roof and checking on the floor and the walls. But she's not going to say anything.
No, of course not.
Hey, Jennifer, you good?
I thought maybe maybe there's a vent or something that leads to those hot springs.
I'm gonna give Fagin a nudge and be like,
I'm like I'm snickering. Like, it's funny.
It's as if the caves themselves are breathing, is it not, Madame de Brace?
"Oh, Justin, is there anything else in this room other than neat
That's it.
pictographs?"
That's it.
Sweet.
To the other direction that is, I guess.
to the other direction.
You know what? I'm just gonna say it out of game. Man, how sick is it to just like, I don't know, find like pictograms in a cave? That's awesome. I love it. That was great. I felt really good about that room.
I feel better about this room for some reason.
I don't feel good about this room. This looks terrible.
This room is empty except for 3 ice-covered pillars composed of mineral deposits. There is a path that leads further southwest out of this chamber.
What kind of mineral?
Give me a
Salt.
knowledge...
Nature?
Nature. Yeah, give me a nature check.
Nature check? I can do a nature check.
Pure platinum.
Oh,
man,
baby!
Ore. It's ore. I don't care.
Banner,
Guys,
Mr. Prospector.
It's ore.
Or
Or
what?
what?
No, like when people need iron ore, that's 2 separate things. They need the iron and they need
Iron
the
and
ore.
the ore.
That's the irony of the situation.
Does the party want to give me perception checks, please?
No,
Yeah,
no,
that
you
sounded
wanted
way
to
better
keep
than what we were
punning.
doing.
For a second, I thought Justin was gonna punish us for puns.
He
Oh,
might.
he is.
He might
It's
still.
literally what he's currently doing.
Fagin, Jennifer, and Blair, you guys all hear it the next time the cave expels its breath of whistling wind. Very faintly on the wind, you hear the sound of cackling. The others just hear the wind blow as it always does with no strange suspicion at all.
Which direction from the tunnels does the wind come from?
This wind, it's just blowing out, so it blows past you towards the exit.
Yeah, me
Does it-
and Bandira are just gonna go into the chamber to keep looking at these things. So we're gonna be like
Bandira.
Bandira.
Does it,
Who's
Justin,
Who
does
is
it sound...
Bandira?
This is the ore. This is the ore I was talking about. You need to mix it with some iron. to
Sorry,
get...
what was that, Caitlin?
Does it sound male, female, old, young?
It sounds like an old female, if you had to put a age and gender to it.
Excellent. Thank you very
Um,
much.
Jennifer's going to say under her breath, "It's breathing, and now we have teeth." Looking at the minerals.
Oh, good lord.
I think I heard that.
Well, maybe
sound.
it's calcium.
the cackling. Did anyone else hear it?
Calcium ore?
Calcium
Yeah,
ore.
it's a metal.
No, I heard nothing. Justin, may I make a perception to listen real hard for cackling?
No, you cannot redo a failed test.
I'm gonna just like yell at everybody for a second and be like, would you guys all just shut up for like 2 seconds, please? And like try to get them to be like very quiet. And wait for the wind to howl again.
20 minutes later.
The wind howls again, but there is nothing on it.
May I? It's useless. Why would I? It's probably not a fiend, but let's see.
It could be undead or something else. What else is there? Celestial. It could be an angel.
An angel laughing
I
at
would
us.
say let us continue through the caves and
You can't sense anything when you do that.
Thank you.
That's fair. I was going to do something very similar, but I don't want to expend the spell slot.
Could you imagine if it was just like, yeah, Strahd's right here?
I heard you.
I feel like we
heard
could take
you talk
Strahd.
shit about me yesterday.
I'm gonna wait in this room once everyone in the light leaves it.
Are
I
we
hate
going to
you,
leave without
Lonzel.
Lonzel? Is that a thing we'll do if he doesn't tell us?
I'm just gonna wait for a solid, I don't know, 15 seconds once it's pure darkness in here, and then make my way out if nothing happens.
Making his way downtown.
But that's what I'm gonna be doing.
Everyone else, do you guys follow Banner towards this hallway?
With weird
I will-
looks at Lonzel, like, don't go too far away.
Yeah, as the tail end of the line, I'll just kind of pause and be like, "Well, are you coming?"
I'll be right along. I've got a hunch.
You should get that checked out. And I'll wave.
I miss Sabo.
As you guys get here, it continues to the east and the west, and you guys can quickly infer that this leads to the entrance that you guys did not enter.
Gotcha.
Perhaps this time we
What
bet
is this
right.
way?
Well, technically,
This
from
is
where you're coming,
Still left.
yeah, it's still
it's
left
still
from
left.
where you're coming from.
Yep. Sure is. Perhaps we do the sage old wisdom of always bet left.
So you guys will walk
Bye,
left,
too.
leaving Lonzel in the darkness.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
for 15 seconds or until
Yep.
he gets his throat
So that's
slit.
3 rounds. I'll note that's 3
Yep.
rounds.
Yeah, just to make sure. We all know.
I'll have you guys move your tokens to this bridge that stands 20 feet above the frozen river. That is currently still and unmoving beneath you. We're going to take a little break for YouTube here to see what happens to Lonzel. The light is not in the room because there is a wall in the way.
Yep. Yeah.
And what else happens to this party as they further explore this cave? Goodbye, YouTube.